Hello chaps, I'm Comire, this is Start and Select and there's a few. We're not doing that for this one. Go on, get out, go on, go, move, get out, go, go. Because there are a few games coming to the Nintendo Switch that I think we need to talk about. The Nintendo Switch features creation and innovation from the last 30 years of Nintendo hardware. The SNES's enhanced button coverage, the Game Boy's portability, the Wii's motion controls, the GameCube's handle. And that's not to mention all the ones they totally forgot to bring up, such as these. First things first, Mario is back next Christmas, but Mario is back. Bigger, well, actually a bit shorter, and better than ever. And he's got all the moves. Crazy parkour, Sonic the Hedgehog spin dashing, and check out those dance moves. But his main move is flinging his hat in the air like a monkey tossing a warm brown care package, dealing damage to enemies and giving him a temporary springboard to jump from. We can guess that a lot of the puzzles will focus around this mechanic, similar to the spin jump in the Super Mario Galaxy games. And we're getting a crazy variety of themed worlds in this one, more than just your desert, forest, lava, water, etc. I mean, Mario is riding an ancient Japanese themed sand growlithe, and apparently he'll be fighting Playboy themed mini-bosses. For the love of God, is that Hammer Bro throwing frying pans? Super Mario Odyssey is going to be a bestseller this Christmas. It's going to rake in so much, Nintendo's going to need a wallet bigger than the eyes of Mario's hat. And if you're going to carry a wallet that big, you know what you're going to need? ARMS is a fighting game combining the intense action of boxing with the principles of a shooter. Because according to Nintendo, Splatoon didn't do enough to reinvent the third-person shooter, and Wii Sports didn't do enough to get fat kids to lose some bloody weight. Holding a Joy-Con in each hand, players have to tilt their Joy-Cons to move, jab outwards to fire a punch, and twist their arm to curve their shot. There will be several unique characters available, as well as different weaponized boxing gloves for each hand. This might open up strategies regarding choosing a certain weapon depending on your dominant or lesser hand. Or it could open up your TV when a Joy-Con goes flying through the screen. Who's to say? Wii Boxing Extreme, as I am now choosing to call it, will be coming out in the spring. I've had a chance to play it, and may I say, it is a great game. It has to be by far the most energy I've put into a video game that was made with the sole intention of creating new characters to the next Smash Bros, that is. In the summer, Splatoon 2 comes to the Switch, and everything is getting a fresh coat of ink. It's been almost 2 years in real life and in the game, and everything you love about the original has been upgraded. And I mean everything. There is so much new stuff, I haven't even got time for jokes. I've just got to straight up list them. So, get ready, here we go. New stages, new bits on old stages, old characters with new jobs, new haircuts, new clothes, new specials, splat doolies, dodge rolls, bouncing seekers, John's got a copycat, press X to bring up the map, press the direction to super jump, so I guess the gamepad really wasn't necessary. Chargers can store up their charge, splat rollers can fire vertically and in waves. Look at this moody character, kinda looks like Marie. Look at this moody pigeon, kinda looks like a pigeon. Local multiplayer, post-launch updates, in-game events, this is the street, this is a cool squid run. I mean, all they need to do is add a button to leave the lobby and it would be perfect. I mean, suffice to say, someone got wet watching that trailer and it wasn't just the Inklings. Splatoon made me wet. I should put that on a t-shirt. Now, while this next one may look like a proof of concept tech demo that's got a little bit out of hand, 1-2 Switch is, simply put, the Wii Sports or Nintendo Land of this generation. Although, right now it's not yet been confirmed as packaged in with the Switch or not, so it may end up actually being the WarioWare Smooth Moves or Rabbids Land of this generation. You have to look into the eyes of the person you're playing with and complete an action like striking a pose or shooting a gun. All the while trying not to remember that you actually want to play Mario Kart because, let's be honest, that's the only reason you're still friends with the idiot at this point. They're hoping it will function as an icebreaker at pies. Because, you know, when I start talking to a girl, the first thing I like to do is challenge them to a duel at high noon. They say the Switch needs third-party support, but what they really mean is that you have to bring it to no less than 3 pies before you weather down your friends enough to play with it. Games like 1-2 Switch are proof that Nintendo was so innovative they don't even need a TV to play games anymore. Eventually, they're going to bring out the Nintendo Imagination, where you experience having a good time with your friends and family by hanging out with them and having conversations, all without the need of a TV, game controllers, a living room, a house, clothing, material possessions of any kind, or even friends or family. 60 quid, please. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. With a scheduled release date of March 3rd, this game is, without doubt, the sole reason to buy a Nintendo Switch at launch. Unless you already have a Wii U, that is. Breath of the Wild is shaping up to be the greatest Legend of Zelda game of all time. Every Zelda fan has their favourite game, but after getting a brief hands-on feel with the breadth of the world, the range of possibilities, the mystery around Link himself, this game has the potential to top everyone's list. In the newest trailer, we get some looks at the towns in this game, as well as loads of new characters. In particular, we see Zelda a fair amount, who, along with a Bokoblin, is getting an amiibo. We also get to hear proper voice acting for the first time in a Zelda game. Although, I imagine Link will still be more speechless than Britta when she found out the other meaning for the word Switch.
You can get me a Switch.
I just have to know what it is.
A Switch is a stick she can use to whoop you with?
At this point, there are only 5 confirmed titles coming at launch, which is kind of a pretty big problem considering the only good one is also coming out on Wii U. I mean, I find it kind of ironic that they're trying to show the biggest, boundless, most expansive world they've ever made through a screen no bigger than the case the game came in. But there were so many more titles on the horizon, more than I could even get through. There were a ton of games in the last compilation video that they didn't even get to. Although, I'm sure they did that because they know me and every other YouTuber will be trawling through all the shots trying to find all the information we can, like some kind of elaborate company troll. Sorry, N, I'm not doing it. Although what you do with your spare time... But before you do that, you're going to want to switch over to the other video where I talk about all the hardware features in Nintendo's new console. A special thanks goes out to DS London for all your support and Nintendo UK for hosting the Switch hands-on event. And once again, I've been Comire, this has been Start and Select. Thank you, and good night. I know they say Nintendo games are made for kids, but I never thought they'd go as far as making a controller that can only be played by them.